It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
It's Friday, the 7th day of July, 2023. This is the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rickland. This is Scooter. You got to try to sneak that in, huh?
I am.
You've been forgetting too much.
I know. I'm making up for it.
But you haven't been forgetting on my show. You've been forgetting on David's.
I know. I just do it.
So cut the crap, dude.
I just do it to annoy you while you're trying to do the opening.
Which you do very well.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's my job, you know. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want that job, but I'll take it.
Yeah, well, you do a dang good, really good job of it.
You do something, do it good.
If you're going to do it to the best of your ability. Yeah. How's Scooter today?
I am all right.
Yeah.
I'm up. It's a Friday.
Is it Friday?
It is, believe it or not. It's getting kind of a weird week because I know.
Only 3 more days to work this week.
Yeah, for you.
Then we start
off
again.
Yep.
With a Monday.
With a Monday. And then a Monday and then a Monday. And
a Monday and then a Friday.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Yeah,
I don't know whoever made them calendars.
You've had it. You've had to come in and do all the shows that we had this week.
The only part of the calendar that whoever made the calendar got right is day.
Yeah.
The Monday, Tuesday, nah, just day.
It's like I only work on days ending with Y, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's it. It's a good way to
You
do
got
it.
a big weekend plan? Mowing?
Working.
If the weather holds up.
Oh, it's supposed to.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well, scattered showers.
Well, that's
No,
just
it
scattered.
was supposed to
That don't mean
rain all
anything.
day yesterday.
Yeah.
And it didn't rain until about 7:40 last night.
True. True.
If it does that through the weekend, I'm happy because that just means it's going to rain a little bit. But I'd prefer it to rain at like 8 o'clock at night till 4 in the morning.
Gives it time to dry up.
Mm-hmm.
And next day
Soak
you can
in.
mow. Yeah. Make the money rise out of the ground for you.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
Exactly right.
Yeah. You have no plans for the weekend? You home this weekend?
I am home this weekend. I have no plans. I'm hoping to do a little mowing.
Oh?
We've been gone. My yard
become
looks
a jungle?
My yard looks terrible, and we've been gone. And I just
there's a little problem with that.
Yep.
You've got 3 young lads living under your roof.
Yep.
That don't do nothing.
That don't do nothing. Yep.
If they work a job, I don't care, but that's still nothing. They need to do things around the house.
I agree.
Unfortunately, they're still sleeping, so they're not watching this.
Yeah, they're not watching any of this morning. I can promise you. I can promise you.
Time to put that heavy foot down.
Actually, they were probably up because, well, I don't know if they go in early today or I think they go in later. So, yeah, they're probably asleep. Yeah, they'll wake up enough time to get dressed, grab their stuff, and go to work.
You know, being the technical wizard that you are, you could clip this portion and send it to them in a text message.
There you go.
That way you don't look like the total bad guy.
There you go. Send it to all 3 of them. We'll be good.
You get home, your grass will be mowed tonight. I doubt it.
No, not going to happen. I can guarantee that ain't going to happen.
Not going to happen. Time for the morning prayer, brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. 29 locations serve you, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. With all our respect is not just their motto, it's the way they do business. Renata Jenkins Barland and her staff all across the state do a wonderful job in your time of grief. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the rain that you've given us and the ability for that rain to cool things down a bit for us. Lord, we just know that you are in control, and we will accept any of the weather that you give us because we just thank you for that. Lord, we just pray for Scooter's cough. Lord, we just pray that it'll disappear and that he'll become healthy once again, Lord. Lord, we just pray that you will give travel mercies to those that are traveling home after a long 4th of July week, the Independence Day holiday. Some get to take the whole week off, and we just pray that you will be with them as they travel back to their homes. Lord, we just thank you, we love you, and we appreciate all that you do for us in our lives. In Christ's name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, Highway 5 North, just past Hospital Drive. Go there, talk to them about pre-planning. funeral services, cemetery plots, mausoleums, all those things that you really don't want to talk about, but it has to be done. So go check out Roller Funeral Home. If you don't know where the nearest one is to you, give them a call at 870-425-2161, and they'll be glad to help you find the nearest Roller Funeral Home to you. With all our respect, is the way they do business, and it's their motto they've lived by for a long time. And now we've got a quick word from Bob and Linda Zdora, the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. We'll be back in just a moment.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the weather, the dam reports, and lake levels, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora. The Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredtoarkansas.net is their website. Go there, click on live views, and see what you get to see.
The fog.
Today it's foggy out by the house this morning.
Yes, it was.
I almost hit 2 deer on the way in.
Really?
I just walking, moseying across the road.
Moseying. I like that.
Got the still shot?
Yes, we do. This is still shot taken a few years back, but same view and everything.
You know, not much has changed from that view.
No, it really hasn't. I think there's a little bit more greenery in some spots.
Yep, a few bigger trees as well. What you're looking at is a shot from the Marion County side of the White River back in the Baxter County side. It is the city of Cotter. The city of Mountain Home is far to the right. City of Bull Shoals will be far to your left. The Rainbow Bridge, backed up by the Trellis Bridge for the railroad tracks, is there on your left-hand side. The baseball field of downtown Cotter is there as well. The Cotter City Park. Way off in the horizon is the state of Missouri. And, I'll be there tomorrow morning, Scooter, somewhere along that little stretch.
Up in Missouri?
Nope.
Oh.
The White River.
Oh, that's right. You're fishing. Are you going Saturday? You're going Saturday?
Going tomorrow.
Yep.
Tomorrow morning. Got grandson number 3. His 10th birthday was in June, and when they turn 10, they get to go fishing with Grandpa on the river.
Do you know where you're putting in at, or where you meeting
Whitehole.
at? Whitehole. Okay.
Going to meet at Whitehole.
That's a good spot there.
Going with Ricky Dean.
That would be cool.
So,
Tell him hi.
I'll do that. If you ever have the option or the opportunity to come down and check out the White River, it's a good place to do some trout fishing. It is the trout capital of the world. If you want to just check out some real estate that's available in our area, go to retiredtoarkansas.net, click on MLS listings, see what might tickle your fancy there, and then give Bob and Linda Zdora a call at 870-405-0793 and bookmark retiredtoarkansas.net. I'm going to go through some temperatures, and we'll just leave it right there, I guess, Scooter.
All right.
Temperature in Mountain Home currently is 70, Harrison 68, Batesville 70, Yellville 70, Marshall is 70 as well, Salem 69, Mountain View 70, Calico Rock 70. That noise in the background is just Scooter. Don't worry about it. He's not dying, and he'll be all right. West Plains, Missouri is 69, Springfield, Missouri is 69, Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 71, St. Louis, Missouri is down to 64 degrees. Fall has hit St. Louis.
You cannot make me laugh while I'm trying to cough, dude.
Just helping you out. retiredtoarkansas.net gets you the live views, and usually you can go to that live view and click. There's about 16 different views that are set up to show you how beautiful it is in our area.
2 different cameras. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we call it God's Country. If you want to check that out, again, their website is retiredtoarkansas.net. Live views is how you find those. But go there and check out the MLS listings and see what's available in our area for sale. Let the radar catch up with us here just a little bit. I was too busy laughing. I forgot to do it while I was reading
Making fun of me.
reading the temp. Now, would I do that? I just go back to what you said before we got started this morning. My cough's not as bad as it was yesterday. Maybe I won't cough through the whole show.
No.
Looks like some heavy rains up in Iowa at this moment.
Pretty good cell coming through Oklahoma.
Yeah, but it kind of dissipates out through the panhandle of Oklahoma, through Oklahoma City. Got some heavy rains belting through there right now, but around 9 o'clock, those will kind of dissipate away. The rain will get into Des Moines between 9 and 10. Bail out. For the most part, Arkansas looks fairly clear. Let's go ahead and zoom in on it. Looks like we've got a pretty decent sized cell hitting Memphis at about noon today. Big rain coming from Oklahoma into Arkansas around 10, 11 o'clock. But as far as our immediate area, we've got some, I think that what we're seeing now is just the fog that's traveling out of the way. We'll let that catch up. It looks like a big storm coming through Tulsa around 9 and 10. But I don't believe it makes it all the way to Arkansas till late this afternoon, and I think when it does get here, it's not going to be much to it.
More of the southern part, looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to travel south of us here. Watches and warnings. We've got a flash flood watch in the panhandle of Oklahoma, a flood warning in central Oklahoma, nothing in Arkansas, nothing in Louisiana, Missouri, Illinois. Texas is fairly clear except for the far western portion of that, and that's a heat advisory there. Let's see what our weekend looks like here. 7-day forecast. Patchy fog, then chance of thunderstorms, about 40% chance. High today about 85 degrees. Chance of thunderstorms, then thunderstorms likely, low of 68 tonight. 60% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow, high of 82. Chance of storms tomorrow night, low of 67. Sunday, high of 81 with a chance of rain. Sunday night, low of 63 with a chance of rain. Monday, sunny, high of 87. Monday night, mostly clear, low of 66. And then Tuesday, 20% chance of showers, high of 88. Next Tuesday night, it's going to get down around 70. Next week is going to be a little bit warmer. It's going to be 95 on Wednesday and 93 on Thursday.
I hope it holds up for you on Saturday.
I do fishing too. I'm not going to fish a whole lot, but I don't like sitting there in the rain. So
I'm with you.
Tree pollen low today, none tomorrow, none on Sunday. Grass moderate today, low tomorrow, moderate on Sunday. Ragweed is moderate today. Lake levels and dam reports brought to you by Bob and Linda Zdora of the Z-Team, Century 21 LeMac Realty. Lake Norfolk 556.37, which is 4.37 above the whirlpool of 552. They are not generating at this time, or at least there's no report available. We were down there last night. It didn't look like there was much water coming out of the dam because there's gravel bars everywhere.
Yeah.
Lake Bull Shoals 659.50, which is 0.50 above full pool of 659, currently generating 1 at this time. If you want to check lake levels and dam reports for yourself, give them a call at 870-431-5311, and they'll hook you up. You've been watching the morning show on XL7-TV. It's the news, the weather, the dam reports, and lake levels brought to you by the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zdora. 870-405-0793, retiredarkansas.net. We'll be back with community news and happenings in just a moment.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Community news and happenings brought to you by Moore Warehouse of Mountain Home, Highway 178 East, just about a quarter mile off the bypass. You know you're there when you see the mowers in the air. They are the authorized dealer for Ferris mowers with the cool coil spring suspension.
There you go.
How about that?
You got this down, Pat.
By golly.
Got this down,
Parts
Pat.
sales service for you there at Moore Warehouse. If you've got a part that you can't find locally, but you found it on eBay or Amazon, you might go out to Moore Warehouse, give them a try first. See if I can't save you a little bit of time on shipping and a little bit of money on all that extra as well. They service about anything out there, so go give them a try. Today, let's see what we've got. Allie White American Legion Post is doing a meatloaf dinner on Monday from 4 to 6. It's a fundraiser to benefit the veterans and their family. It's at 717 Market Street here in Mountain Home. The cost of that is $10 for adults, $5 for children. Includes meatloaf, green beans, mashed potatoes, dessert, and a drink. Dine-in or takeout. It's Monday from 4 to 6 at Allie White American Legion Post. Northwest Arkansas Wellness Innovative Readiness Training will be July the 11th through the 19th. It's a no-cost medical services on the first-come, first-served basis while supply lasts only. Services will include medical and mental health, sports physicals, optometry, dental exams, extractions, and fillings. For more information, call Tina Cole at 870-741-3678. July 11th through the 15th from 9 to 5, the 16th from 1 to 5, 17th and 18th from 9 to 5, and the 19th from 9 to noon. This is put on by the Department of Defense in partnership with Delta Regional Authority, and you don't have to have any proof of insurance. You don't have to have any identification. You just show up, tell them what your problems are, and they will do their best to help you. Going to have them on as a guest on next Wednesday.
Yes, we got some of the military guys coming in.
Some of the people actually doing the treatments, which will be a great thing. If you're kind of off the grid and just haven't been to the doctor for a while, this would be a great time to go get yourself a checkup. Got a pancake breakfast coming up Saturday the 28th at the American Legion Hut at 717 Market Street. We'll talk a little bit more about that next week. But there we go, Scooter. That's the community news and happenings.
All right.
Brought to you by Mower Warehouse. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. We'll be back with This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious.
Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience.
Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event, because you're on your way to paradise.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Are you?
There. Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora of Century 21 LeMac Realty, the Z Team. How are you, sir?
I'm great. Great.
Have a good holiday?
I did. We had some people over and had a good time.
we watched a little. We were going to go to the fireworks, but I could see the rain coming in from the porch. I said, hon, and she said, oh no problem, we'll stay here with the dog. So we were watching fireworks from up there, and you could just see it coming. Then the lightning started. You could see the lightning starting to pop up. I said, we get both kinds of fireworks.
Can you see any of the bull shoals?
I could see bull shoals, and it looked like they let everything go at one time because
they got halfway through this.
Because but they were like. They were blowing stuff up. A lot of times it's like boom, boom, but they were like boom, 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 boom. Because you got all those boats on the water.
Did you catch that, Scooter? Boom, boom, ba, boom, ba,
boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. And but they get the boats on the water, and I'm sure they wanted to get them out, and then people get back to their cars and stuff. Because the rain kind of, I don't know if they could see from there that it was coming. But other ones were still going on. There were shows like towards Mount. A lot of people spend a lot of money on private, personal shows.
$27 billion.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really, really nice shows. What I'd like to do is get all the guys and girls in Cotter that blow stuff up. If they could all come like to the park and let everybody just come and sit out there and me sit on my porch.
Have the big traffic jam, and Bobby's going to be sitting on the porch.
And I'll be sitting on the porch watching it. Yeah.
That was my idea.
Yeah.
I'm sure glad it worked out.
But it worked for everybody. It really would. I think it'd be kind of a cool thing.
I'm really surprised that the city of Cotter just doesn't do their own show right there at the park.
Yeah. I mean, the show in Yellville went very well. The food trucks that were there, they all did great. I mean, there's a lot of demand for those types of people just to get out and be with friends and make new friends, and that's really what the fireworks shows are a lot about that, But the food trucks, I know that Nathan sold everything out that he had, and the other people that were there sold everything out. So that was a good show in Yellville, and it's the first annual. So hopefully they can keep that going, and I'm sure it didn't hurt the Bull Shoals show. Parking lot fireworks went well. Over by Driftwood. That's what we call it parking lot. No, I sat on the deck and stayed with the dog because he was a little nutsy. So we didn't have to go. I mean, the shows kind of come to us, and then once the rains came, I mean, you could see that it was going to come.
Did you get any rain last night?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
We didn't get nothing.
Wow.
We didn't get
not
a
last
drop.
night. Tuesday night.
Oh, Tuesday.
But
We
no, it rained.
Wow.
Windy, everything, the whole deal.
Haven't talked to you since Red, White, and Blue. How was that for you?
That was good. It was good. It was very nice. We did a couple of events there. We went to the Symphony, which was great. I worked that, and then I worked the 5K. Man, you see those kids from the track team, cross country, see them running? Amazing. I mean, when the gun went off, there was a kid who was from the bottom down there all the way up the top of the hill before the next kid behind him, who was another fellow track mate, before he made it up. So I'm like, wow. Lightning. Literal lightning.
Music on the Square going on in Marion County?
It is. It's still every Saturday night. We got Music on the Square. That's always a good event, You go, and same thing. It's a matter of people getting out and meeting people and talking to people and seeing friends that they haven't seen for a while. Catching up with, did you hear so-and-so passed, or did you hear so-and-so moved, or whatever, and because that's where you get together. And the farmers markets are a lot of that too. There's a nice one out there in Yellville, and obviously the one here in Mountain Home. Those are all social things that people, get together. And
where do they do the farmers market for?
They do it. I think they do it on the square. And I mean, it's not as big as this here.
Sure.
But you don't have the same sponsorship. You don't have, something like
Right.
a food bank type thing helping to push things.
How busy were you over the 4th of July with real estate?
Busy. We spoke to a lot of people. We put a couple houses under contract. The other kids were, the agents were out working with people. There was people in town. I know I talked to Jeff Dunn, who worked the office. They closed the office on Monday, and he was in there. He had like 4 good walk-ins that came in. Oh, I'm surprised you were open. Well, we're really not, but I'm in working to help myself, and that's all. And that's an important thing if you're looking for realtors. Get somebody who's working, get somebody who's been doing this for a little while, somebody who's motivated, somebody who is there trying to help people, trying to help serve the ones that were coming in. I've always done well on floor, whether it's phone calls or whatever, and walk-ins, and be able to sit down and talk to them and explain the area to them, because a lot of them don't know. They're tourists, they come in from other areas, and they're just kind of, boy, this is kind of a cool place, and I need to learn more about it. We've spent time just driving people around, giving them the tour, not even looking at houses. Let's make sure this is where you want to be, because then you're going to be happier, which means I'm going to be happier in the grand scheme of things before you get halfway down the process of looking and all the other stuff to find out that, this isn't really where I want to be. This is the town, this is what we've got. It's not going to change. It's going to improve some, but it's not going to change at the rate that you think it should, coming from Denver or coming from Cleveland or whatever the case may be. People that come here and accept the way it is are successful people. Those are the people that you will see that will donate things to the college or to the university, to the hospital, to the sheriff's department, all the different charities that we've got here. People are coming to realize this is really a special place and want to keep it that special place.
We are unique in that.
We are. And people want to come here. That's why our market's so tight. I mean, the number of houses that are listed and they're gone. Like I said, we put a couple under just this weekend in really short order. We put the listing in on Friday. We had it under contract on Monday. There was another one that went in a week ago, and that's under contract. We had people that were looking, and they bought a house that had been on the market for like 4 or 5 days. So stuff like, as I say, stuff that's priced well, ready to go. You expect some changes. You're going to, change the bathroom a little bit, change the kitchen, but major projects, not as much. People seem to want to have things ready to move into.
And have a plan.
And it's hard. And you got to know where you're going to go.
Have a plan. Know where you're going to go.
You got to know where you're going to go.
When you do so.
That's the first question that I ask.
This is not real estate of 2010, where you put it on the market and it's still on the market in 2011. This is real estate of 2022, 23, where you may have 24 hours.
Right. Yeah. And they want shorter closing time because before you could stretch it out 45 days, 60 days. Okay. People were just happy just to be able to move, just have a buyer. Now, that buyer's coming in and their house is sold already. They're waiting. They got their stuff in storage. They're paying every month, or they're paying rent. So they want to close by a certain date because they don't want to have to pay an extra month's rent and live there for 3 days. Those kind of things. That's what you get with experienced realtors. You talk to people about it because these things are going on. You know what to look out for. You know how to make sure that things are comfortable for the buyer, for the seller, so that we want happy people at the end of the day. And that's really a very important part of what we do. And we do that every day. This is what we do. The whole team is out there trying to help people have successful real estate transactions on the buy side or the sell side. Very important. Making sure that people are pre-qualified. Making sure that pre-qualified is good. Not, I went to Rocket Mortgage and they said I'm okay. Doesn't count. Obviously, I'm a big local banks guy, because they're the ones that support all the activities that go on around here. Have a real legit letter saying I can afford, and I don't need a number on there, but I need, especially because you get people with cash. Well, I'm going to pay cash. That's fine, but you can't. First of all, you can't come with a bag of dead presidents. You have to. There's all going to be checks and wire transfers for all this stuff. I just need something from your bank saying that you can afford the house that we're looking at. I don't need a number. Because sometimes people do that. He's qualified to purchase anything up to $400,000. Well, then we look at something that's $375, or pick any numbers. $375. Well, it's kind of hard to negotiate that if the seller knows that you're approved for $400, then you kind of cuts down to you saying, well, I only want to pay $350.
Yeah.
So just a generic enough letter, but it's got to be good.
Let's look at your numbers.
stuff times out. This week in real estate, there were 40 new listings came on the market, 1 commercial property, 11 parcels of land. 28 homes came on the market, ranging in price from $32,000 to $674,000. Average price coming on the market this week was $224,000. There were 28 sales, 2 commercial properties, 7 parcels of land, 19 homes sold. They range in price from $50,000 to $432,000. Average sale price this week was $190,000 with 73 days on market. 14 properties expired, 26 had price changes, and there's 64 pendings waiting to go. Currently, there's 236 homes listed on the MLS. Year-to-date sales for this year, for like 6 months, we're getting through. It's amazing, Bob, that it's six.
Already halfway gone.
We're halfway done. God. There's been 499 homes have sold for $108 million. Average sale price this year is $218 with 89 days on market. Last year, there had been 615 homes that sold for $135 million. Average sale price last year was $220,000 with 86 days on market. So we're about 20% off from last year, give or take a little. And that's pretty much a nationwide thing, and we've been talking about that. The interest rates are starting to settle in a little bit. I think there may be, the prime may change a little bit. They may bump that another time or two, but we're based on the 10-year bond. 6.5, I think we'll probably see it down around 6 going into the end of the year as we get ready for the election year next year. I'm sure we'll see there'll be a miracle, and the interest rates will drop on housing so people can buy homes and get settled in on their new life and see what's going to happen then. Strange how those things happen.
If there is a new life.
Strange how those things happen. But we're here. This is what we do all day, every day. I see my honey, and she's constantly in there talking. We're sitting there last night, 4th of July night. She's sitting there going back and forth with somebody with emails and text, getting them information about something that they were inquired about, and they were just like, "Oh, okay, you're here, you're responding. You're a real person. You know what you're talking about." It's amazing how that all works.
Spin the plate.
Yeah, she does do that. So you want to give her a call. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiretoarkansas.net. It's a great resource. All the MLS listings are on our website. You can see everything that's available, and it's all in time. Stay off of Zillow and Trulia. They're clickbait, and they tell you that, and the Zestimates and things like that. The president of the company, he came out saying he did his house, and it was wrong. You'd think maybe you'd do like a really good job for him, but it's all algorithms. And we don't have, for as many sales as we have, we don't have the kind of numbers these computers crunch up to get things going. But our website's good. Realtor is good because they're timely. Something goes under. It was really, really busy Wednesday morning for everybody. Those computers were singing from all the offers that were put in and accepted, and the girls in the offices, all the offices, I'm sure, were very, very busy. But call my honey. That's the best thing you can do to get started. 870-405-0793. Whether you're looking to list, come on the market, if you're looking to buy something, it's what we do. And she does a bunch of commercial work. She's really focused in on that this year, above and beyond, because she had nothing else to do. But she's done a great job with that, and she's moving forward with that.
Check out their website, retiretoarkansas.net. Click on MLS listings. Go to live views. Go check out the Z clips.
Check out the cameras. There you go. And those cameras are so cool. I mean, I run into people, and the number of people that see those it's good. It's very good. It's good for me. It makes me feel good.
There you go. You've been watching the morning show, This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zdora. We'll be back with Friday Sports in just a moment.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Friday Sports. Coach Dell Leonard's with us this morning. We're going to talk Mountain Home Bomber Golf.
It's close. We've got our big annual Ultimate Auto Group golf tournament coming up July the 31st and August 1st. That's Monday and Tuesday, and in just a few weeks. I mean, it'll be here before we know it.
So the school golf team's already put together. It's established and ready to roll?
That's a good question, but no. No, I know, who our returners are and what they can do, and it's a unique process with golf. It really is, and the process for us right now is we do have a pretty solid foundation with kids returning that had some valuable experience last year or maybe the last couple of years. So I know that we're going to be talented, especially on the boys' side. Now, you always have a young man or young lady that moves in, and you don't really know what what their score is, what their 18-hole average is. So you have to take time to give those kids the opportunity to see what they can do. So you can't go out like a basketball practice and say, okay, everybody's doing this, and then we're going to go do this, whether it's putting or going to the driving range or we're going to go play 9. I think you got to have a staff, which we do. We've got plenty of help and a lot of good help, and you probably start out, that first practice for us will be July the 18th, Tuesday. And for anybody that's watching or listening, if their son or daughter's interested in coming out, that's the day, July the 18th at 2 o'clock p.m. at Big Creek. And if they want to call me, my number is 870-421-1090 if they need any information on that. So thanks for letting me put that out there. But if we have a handful of kids who I don't know anything about, then I'll take them and we'll see where their skill level is and evaluate whether or not they're going to make the team. And then our other guys that we know have already qualified, then they'll start working on what they need to work on. And then after a few days, everything will come together.
So it wouldn't be a fair question to ask you how many seniors you've got this year?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, because I don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know.
I don't know.
Back.
I mean,
the ultimate.
Yeah, I don't even want to answer that because I'm afraid I'm going to miss somebody. But right. I'm pretty sure that we don't have any seniors right now, but we have some really good.
Coming up.
We have a couple of good ones, 2 really good juniors. We have really good, going to be sophomore, possibly 2, and then we have a freshman who could possibly be our number 1.
Wow. The Ultimate Tournament, the dates on it again is the
Monday,
31st of July and the 1st of August?
That's right, Monday and Tuesday.
And that's sponsored by the Ultimate Auto Group.
They're awesome, and Big Creek's so awesome, letting us host it and use their facilities. And Ultimate Auto Group it's by far the best golf tournament in the state of Arkansas.
How many teams will come, Coach?
There'll be right now we've got about 16 boys teams and 16 girls teams, and I actually just got a call from a team out of the suburbs of Memphis last night wanting to come over, and the golf pro or golf pros out of Big Creek, they are very good about making it work with as many teams as possible. James Stavnosky and Mark Morton bend over backwards for the kids, and in a lot of ways that's the future of the club, is getting the youth involved. But everybody around the state loves to play at Big Creek, and right now we're not turning anybody away, and until I'm told, hey, this is the cutoff, then we're going to
go ahead and call.
We're going to let them come. I mean, it may be the slowest pace in the history of any golf tournament, but they're out there, they're playing. We've got the 2 days to get it in, and we'll try to make it available for as many as possible.
Now, is Mountain Home High School responsible for the accommodations for these teams that come in, or do they
no, I mean, we'll
hook up their own? Do you have a host hotel that usually does this with you?
No, we just leave that up to the other teams. A lot of them will stay in hotels. A lot of them will stay in Airbnbs. It's great. It's great for our economy. I'm looking into going ahead and charging $100 per team and just using that as a fundraiser to help pay for our things, which I think that's pretty cheap.
Sure. How many players generally are on a team, boys and girls?
It's like I said, the word unique is a good word for golf because it just changes all the time. But if you're looking at a comfort number, I think 10 boys and maybe 12 if you have a couple of freshmen who are just learning.
And they'll all play?
You can only play 5 in varsity.
That's what I was getting
okay,
at.
I'm sorry. You can only play 5 in varsity and count 4.
But you could bring...
You can, in the tournaments, you probably just want to bring 5 or 6 and have one alternate. In regular season matches, you could have a varsity round and a JV round, so you could play those other kids. Girls golf numbers struggle. At Mountain Home, we've been very fortunate because we've always been able to put 4 or 5 girls out there. And this year's girls team, I foresee us doing the same with having a couple of kids coming back with experience and then a lot of newcomers.
Now, do you coach both boys and girls?
I do coach both boys and girls, but I've got a lot of help. And, golf's one of those things where you have to have help. And it's also one of those things where kids have to be able to, they have to go out on their own and play. And we've had a lot of that, which is very promising and gets you excited about the golf season.
The season itself, is that tournament the kickoff for the high school season for your team?
Yes, and it'll be the kickoff for all the other teams involved as well because that's the first playing date.
Okay. Yeah. And how many matches will you play throughout the year?
Well, you want to play at least 12. You're allowed 12. Unfortunately, I was actually talking to Nick Coleman last night, and I'm hesitant to put our schedule out because we were playing in the Fayetteville Invitational and they dropped it, so that's a hole in our schedule. And then I had a couple other people drop some matches, so I'm trying to fill about 3 matches right now. But I'll probably go ahead and, obviously, before we play in the Ultimate, have a parent meeting and hopefully get those filled before then.
How long does the season run?
It's a short season. You're looking at pretty much August and September. The girls' conference and state tournament is always the end of September, and then the boys' state tournament is the beginning of October.
Where will it be played?
I believe.
Has that been given out yet?
From what I'm hearing, We actually are looking at hosting conference at Big Creek. That's boys and girls. And then I know on the boys side, Van Buren's a pretty strong candidate for the boys state tournament. I don't know about the girls state tournament right now. And when those bids come, those are bidded out, and you hear things, but nothing's in concrete until the AAA votes on it.
Have we ever hosted the state tournament?
All the time. All the time. Big Creek loves to host the state tournament, and like I said earlier, everybody loves to come to Big Creek and loves to come to Mountain Home, and it's so good in a lot of ways because, like I said, just the hotel rooms and the restaurants. I mean, those kids are coming in, and golf's a little bit different animal because a lot of those kids that play golf come from families that spend a lot of money, and it's very good for our economy.
Which doesn't mean that it's an expensive sport to play.
No,
it just means that the money is there.
It's not an expensive sport to play in high school because we're going to make it happen. But if you're going to go out and travel in the summer and you're going to get lessons and you're going to get the best equipment, then it starts getting expensive. But
that's any sport nowadays.
It is, and for if you're a young kid that's wanting to start playing golf, we don't let money be an issue in our program. We're going to take care of anybody that wants to play.
There's somebody out there going to help.
That's right. I mean, there's a kid or a parent that's watching this right now, and they think that, well, there's no way my kid could afford it, or we'll make that happen.
Yeah. And give you a call at what number?
870-421-1090.
There you go. With that said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Coach Dell Leonard. We're going to come back. We're going to talk some Lady Bomber basketball. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be right back.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Hi, Brett, Fritz, and Paisley here at Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road. Mower Warehouse has the largest selection of Ferris zero-turn mowers in stock. 0% financing available. Mower Warehouse also services all brands of mowers. We offer free delivery. Come see us for all your mower needs. That's Mower Warehouse on Buzzard Roost Road, where your business is appreciated.
Going on now through June, up to $500 off select mowers at Mower Warehouse, with no money down and payments as low as $89 per month.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's Friday Sports. We're talking with Coach Dell Leonard. Now we're going to shift gears, Coach. We're going to talk about Lady Bomber basketball. I've been seeing on social media that you've taking some girls to some different team camps around. How's that been going?
It's been great. It's probably one of the better summers we've ever had. Anytime you have a group like this, you definitely feel fortunate as a coach. It's a senior group with got 3 seniors who are actually are great kids, and we've had a couple young ladies move in from Minnesota who have been awesome additions to our team. Just as far as standards and character, they fit right in. Them and their family. We've got 16 girls on the roster right now. So you start with 3 seniors, and then the sophomore class and the junior class are pretty equal as far as numbers. But we have one of those teams where we have 5 kids that are playing all summer and getting a lot of experience and having a good summer. We have kids who are being looked at by college coaches, and that keeps you busy, but it's a good busy. I mean, that's what you want to be. That's the busy you want as a high school coach. And we definitely have some things that we've found that we have to get better at. The summer is more about getting to know each other and growing internally, and I believe we've done that. They've had a little break here of the dead period, but it's also a time for the staff to figure out, what do we got to, what offense are we going to really have as our first option or second option. But I believe in a lot of ways this group is still growing. It's we're still looking for an identity in certain areas. One of the identities that we're not looking for is effort and character, heart. I mean, because they've got that. I mean, they're fun, and I think that this year, next year, and even the year after that if you're sitting in that gym watching these girls play, you're gonna really enjoy it. So it's fun.
I saw that different shots that you had on Facebook. You had some alumni come back this summer to participate in I don't want to say teaching, but being involved with the girls that you have currently, to have some of the girls come back from the past. How's that make the girls that are here, how's that feel when them alumni come back?
Well, I mean, I think that it shows them how much tradition we have, and we say all the time that you don't just play for the girl. If you're talking to them in the locker room and they're sitting down, you don't just play for your teammates or the girl sitting to your left or your right. You play for all of those that are going to come after you, and you better lay it out there for those that played before you, because sometimes when you're in the program, you don't realize how much respect across the state that it has. And even as a coach, sometimes you don't realize when you're in it and you're living it, you don't realize what Lady Bomber basketball, how it's viewed and the respect it has across the state. But it's there, and it's a lot. And we have a really, really special situation just with the support we get from the community, the parents, the school, and then it's up to our players to represent that.
Wins and losses are not the only measurement that is taken for a team like Lady.
No, and for years as a head coach, we always won, and you don't really realize that until you go through the tough times a little bit, and I can tell you that that's 100% true, and if you stay somewhere this is year number 28 for me, you're going to have some down years as far as wins and losses, but it doesn't mean that you should have down years as far as standards and character and the way we do things. And that's when you're really tested. That's when coaches are tested and players are tested and parents get tested, is during those tough times. You can even be having a winning season and you drop one game, and those things are tested. But wins and losses do not define what's really important, but I think we're going to be okay in the area of wins and losses for a little bit.
That'd be good. Have you've got your team, you said you've got 3 seniors coming back from last year.
Yeah. Ava Fosness is one of our young ladies that moved in from Minnesota. And then Ashlyn Estes, who is recovering from major back surgery, and she's taken baby steps, but she actually, we saw some promising things during camp for her getting back on the floor. I don't even know that she was even 50%, but she was still able to do some things. And then Parker Husky she's just done things leadership-wise that I haven't seen in a long time, and good things. And all three of those young ladies, being our three seniors, it's a really good situation.
Do all three of those play that AAU ball or whatever that's?
Ashlyn, recovering from the injury, hasn't participated. Ava's not played, I think, a lot. I think Ava played in Minnesota before they relocated and moving here, and that's a big transition for them, just trying to get settled in. I can't imagine moving from another school within the state, but much less moving from Minnesota to Arkansas, and what that transition must be like. So I think they're just trying to get that out of the way. But yes, she has played, and then Parker has played AAU every year, and she's actually playing with the Oklahoma Shock right now. It's one of the top AAU programs in the country, and Lakin Moore, one of our juniors, just actually started playing with the Shock as well. The other girls that are playing in the summer, Sarah Williams is playing with Yanders Law out of Springfield, Missouri, and then Anna McCarn and Jaylee Yonkers are playing with Hoop Life out of Little Rock. So to have 5 girls playing in the summer on a high level is very good, because a lot of our kids, because our geographical location, they don't really get that opportunity all the time. So for a third of your team to be playing in the summer and getting that experience, it's good.
What about in the lower levels, 7th, 8th, 9th, on up into high school? Have we had any coaches changes? And
oh, yeah.
What are their numbers looking like?
Yeah, there's a lot of things have happened, and Coach Jamie Rogers, who has been at Cotter for 5 or 6 years, maybe more, she came, when she moved to this area, she came to us early and had interviewed, and we were impressed with her at the time. And she ended up not getting hired at that time. It's always someone that we stayed in touch with. She stayed in touch with us. She's taking over our junior high basketball program, and she's doing a great job. And talent wise, as far as we haven't won a lot the last couple years with that age group, but again, you hope to continue to develop, and hopefully that takes care of itself later on. So 7th grade, Coach Daves is, our head volleyball coach, was an assistant on the basketball staff during some really good years, and she's our head 7th grade basketball coach.
Of course, the girls did have a nice conference victory over.
Oh, that was awesome.
This last year, so that's good.
Yeah, to be able to do that 2 years in a row when you're not favored either year against tremendous odds, playing on the other team's home court. I mean, those are 2 great stories. And of course, Noah Shagnon coming in last year as an interim when and finishing the year with our girls was, I can't say thank you to him enough. Jordan Campbell, our assistant at junior high, did a great job. She's going to continue to be our assistant with Jill Daves and not Jill Daves, with Jamie Rogers. I'm sorry, I'm getting all my names mixed up. With Coach Jamie Rogers and Jordan being the junior high, and then Coach Daves and Craig Jackson will be the 7th grade. And we're actually still looking to hire an assistant at the high school. And Coach Husky's been helping me this summer, and he's been a huge help.
Feeder program still going strong?
Top Flight is going strong, and there's a few little travel teams floating around here and there. I think anymore when you're talking about kindergarten through 6th grade, I think the most important thing is just to make them love the game or help them love the game. I think too many times that you get people who mean well, but they get out there and they start running them, and as a young kid, why would you want to go work on line drills? When you can go, there's other sports that your heart rate don't get up or doesn't get up, and And
feeder programs are meant to fire them up, not burn them out.
We want them to. I mean, we want them to absolutely have fun.
Time for us to go, Coach. We appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your summer.
I always appreciate you guys.
You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you Monday.